So it's, I don't know, like just now 6:13. I woke up with Wes. It's my first day trying to drink coffee in like a couple of weeks, because when I was sick, people were saying that it's bad to drink it, and I agree. I probably shouldn't drink it today, but I really need it. I have like a migraine and I'm nauseous, and I need to work today and all week. So I don't know, hopefully it doesn't like mess up my throat at all. I don't know really what today holds, because like you guys saw in the vlog yesterday, the daycare found Jack's old like eggs in his hair, which I know they're not gonna hatch, because we did the treatment like a couple of months ago and we got like everything. It really didn't have anything when they got lice. It was like literally just eggs. Like it, like someone, like a, not someone, but like a lice jumped on their head and just like it was caught early is what I'm saying, I guess. But like it was just like eggs, and it was just like a bitch to get all the eggs out, because their hair's like, just because they kept moving and stuff. But we checked Minnie's hair and we don't see anything. So yeah, and then Jack, we already knew that he had them, like he's had them for like literally like 2.5 months, and there's just no way that they wouldn't have hatched by now. Like they hatch within like 8 to 10 days. So like obviously they're dead. Like we did like 2 treatments, like 2 medical, like the actual like medicine treatments, and then we did natural treatments, which like coconut oil kills, you know, it as well. And so like we know that they're dead, and like they you know, they would have hatched by now, but like we can't get them out, but it's just like stuck back here. But anyways, so I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm gonna call the daycare at like exactly 6:30 and tell them like, hey, I just noticed your guys' voicemail last night, but Minnie doesn't have, like, just kind of tell them what's going on, and like just ask them like, hey, like those eggs have been in his hair for like 2.5 months, like they're not gonna hatch, like we're just trying, like was hoping that they would just fall out eventually, but like they're just so freaking stuck in his damn hair. I don't know if it's because it's just so thin or what, but like, or like because it's baby hair. I don't really know, but like so I'll have to see what they say. I mean, like obviously I don't want to cut their hair. Like I'm so attached to their hair, and I wanted them to have long hair. Like I never planned on them having long hair, but like just seeing, like after having a baby, and like just seeing their beautiful hair, like, and this is any baby, I'm not just saying like them, but like me personally as a mom, like I didn't expect that. I thought that my boys would have mohawks like before I had a baby, but then it's never like after you have a kid, it's just like you can't, things go out the window that you think that you were gonna do or not do or whatever. And I just thought that their hair was so precious and so beautiful that I just didn't want to cut it, and it's just so beautiful and healthy and shiny, and it's just, I don't know. So like I didn't want to cut it, but, and then it just kind of grew on me, and then people loved it, and it just looks good on them, and it's just like their personality. But at the same time, like having 2 boys, I shouldn't be dealing with this lice thing. I should just like shave it, you know what I mean? Like shave it off. Like I understand if it was a girl, I'm like, oh my god, we need to figure something out. Like, we're not cutting her hair, you know? But yeah, I don't know. It just sucks because it's like they never got any of this stuff until they started daycare. Like they never got sick, they never got anything, but yeah. So I'm gonna call them to see what they say. Like if I understand like their opinion, like, oh, it's lice eggs, but it's literally been in there for like almost 3 months, and so like I just know that they're dead, you know, like, so I'm trying to explain that to her. But if not, like I'm gonna have to like drop off Minnie and go get Jack's haircut, or I might just like call off and tell them I'm sorry, like I can't come in today actually to help out at the school, and maybe just pick it out of Jack's hair and just like pin him down and just let him scream, and just, it's just that little area like in the back of his head, like just right there, just like that's it, just like that's all. But Jack, and also I might call off too, because Jack, he had like a mild fever last night and was up like crying, and Normally he can like kick it in the butt really easy, but I feel like this fever keeps coming back. So I don't know, I just have to see how he feels as well. This is kind of why I don't like grabbing jobs ahead of time, but like they had asked me, I had only grabbed yesterday's job, but then they're like, oh, we need somebody all week, and it's awesome, but then just having kids this young, it's like, now I have to call off. Now, you know, now I hate doing that. So I need to remember that for the future and not just like give in so quickly, like, oh yeah, you know, because it's just having kids, you just don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen. So this young. I don't really know why I'm vlogging this, because I'm probably gonna go live here like in a second, and I've already like posted on Instagram, but pretty much what's going on is like the daycare found out like about the eggs in the boys' hair, and they don't have like lice, like they got lice a couple of months ago from their old daycare, and we're just having a hard time getting the eggs out of Jack's. We don't see any in Minnie's hair, but they're like claiming that they saw some in Minnie's hair, but I think it's just dandruff that they saw. But Jack, like, it's pretty much all out. It's just like there's a little bit of eggs right here, but it's like whenever I try to even barely touch it, I even tried when he was sleeping, and he just like flips out. Like, they don't like people touching their hair, like, and like whatever. But which is like another thing that scares me about getting their hair cut, is like I don't even know if they're gonna sit long enough to do that. Oh my gosh. And I have to go alone. But anyways, so that's what's going on now. I can't believe I'm not crying, but part of me is like, you know what, whatever, I guess like a new chapter, you know, like it's just so emotional because I do love their hair and like I want it to be long. But then at the same time, like being a boy mom, like I shouldn't have to deal with this, like pulling out eggs and being so stressed. I'm getting so stressed about it, like, because it's like we've already tried so many things to get the eggs out, and I don't know, like they got lice twice from daycare, and they like never got it before daycare. But the first time they got it, it was like actual lice and like no eggs, so it was so easy to get rid of. The second time it was like fresh, so there was like no lice, just eggs. And it's like the eggs are just so sticky, and like we've tried apple cider vinegar, we've tried white vinegar, we've tried coconut oil, petroleum jelly, we've tried so many things like to get it out. We've had family members like come over and try to help, but it's like because they're so young, they don't understand like why we're trying to go through their hair and want them to sit still, and so they like scream and cry and kick and freak out, you know, and it's just like emotionally draining to have to deal with that. And I tried explaining to the daycare this morning, like, hey, those eggs in Jack's hair had been in there for months, like there's no way, if they were gonna hatch, they would have hatched a long time ago, like they're dead, you know. And but it's just like policy, so I don't know, like it, I don't know, I mean, I guess they can just always grow it back. And I heard that like after you cut their hair, it grows even faster, and they've never had their hair cut. And you know, like even if it does happen again, hopefully it doesn't, but if it does happen again in the future, at least they'll be older to understand, like, please just sit there, like you're not dying, like I'm just picking out, you know, like. But yeah, so I already called the school and let them know I can't come in today, and that I'll be back tomorrow. Unless I get their hair done quickly, I could still drop them off and then go for like the second part of the day. I haven't woken them up yet. I've been just getting ready and trying to like get recommendations from people on where to go. Kind of like nervous to go by myself because I know I'm gonna have to hold them still. So I got a vegan burrito from Walmart for it this morning. Hopefully it tastes good. It's supposed to have like fake bacon in it and the vegan cheese and stuff. Alright, so we are headed to
Shaved Heads.
Yeah. We had a lot of people recommend places though in Farmington, but I really didn't want to go by myself, and we're trying to like beat the clock, you know, so there is a place here in Kirtland.
Say it.
I hope that their hair doesn't come out bad, because everyone's gonna be like, we recommended this certain place, this certain person, but I mean, yeah, we're trying to beat the clock, so.
I mean, we got an hour drive to Farmington, so it's like kind of hard to.
It's not an hour drive.
You're supposed to agree with
like
me.
25
like,
minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, but I don't think it's 25 minutes. But I don't know. It's gonna be like so different, you know?
Taking some ride, you drunk fucker.
But
Are you drunk? No. You ever watch that video where the cop pulled over this guy? He had like a cowboy hat on, I think. But she was trying to see how much he drank. He said, I'm not drunk, you know, he's trying to, over and over and over. And then she was making him do a sobriety test. And then he starts dancing, like he starts doing his dance move. And the cop was like, are you a dancer? He's like, no, I'm just drunk.
and they're all like, oh, she's like, I got you.
It's like, oh. It's like, no, I'm just drunk. Got him. Hey, look, your future truck.
Alright, so we just try to go into, we're like I just said, we were running out of, we wanted to, I know people were recommending like places in like Farmington or whatever, but we didn't know if we were going to have enough time like when Wes got off work, because I didn't want to go by myself with both the kids and like not know how they're both going to react to like a haircut. And so I wanted to wait till Wes got off work, and so we found this place in Kirtland, and I went in there and I was sitting there with Jack, and when she finally got done like with the person like in front of us, even though we had an appointment, you know, where I was sitting there waiting. But
and I told him.
yeah, and he called them earlier, and they were like, yeah, that's fine that you guys, that they're young, that they're kids. And so she just flat out said, is he gonna sit still? And I was just like, it's his first haircut, I don't know, like. And then she's like, well, I just don't do good with that. And I'm like, really? So now it's just like, we're just kind of like talking, like, are we just doing this, like, because here's the thing, like, I don't, like, the substitute teaching thing, like, I just do that, like, on the side. It's not like I have to go to work every day or every week or whatever. But pretty much what happened is I went to a job on Tuesday and at a school, and they were like, oh, can you come back for the rest of the week? And normally I always tell myself not to say yes to that, because I never know what's gonna happen. It's like, so I just go, like every day I wake up and I'm like, do I want to come in or not? Do I want to work or not? Why are you laughing?
That one comment I read a while back said you said like a lot.
Oh, shut up.
You said like 80 likes right there.
Shut up. But anyways, shut up. Wes is making fun of me for saying like. But we were just like talking, like, am I just rushing to do it just to go back to work, which I could so easily tell them, hey, like, this is what's going on, like, can you just find another sub? And it would be so easy. Shut up, stop counting my likes. So I don't know, maybe like just every night. There's nothing in Minnie's hair. I don't understand like what they're even talking about. Wes and I both looked at Minnie's hair, and there's no lice or eggs, but there is a little bit in the back of Jack's head. So we were just talking, like, should we just every night just like, because I can't do it myself, like we have to hold him down together and like one person pick it. But so maybe, like, I don't know, are we gonna pick up some? I'm not saying like, so why do you keep going like this? Stop. I think we're gonna pick up like a stop counting my likes. But anyways, we're gonna pick up a shaver thing, and maybe Wes is gonna try and do it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I just feel like I literally feel like physically sick over this. Like, I feel like nauseous. I feel like just uneasy. Like, do I really want to cut their hair? I wanted their hair to be long, and then so maybe like just every night we can just, like, when he gets off work, like, he could just hold them down. I could just pick like for like 20 minutes, but they just start screaming and they go crazy. Like, whenever we try to, like, stop.
That's 23 likes.
But then again, like, I don't know, like, would like to stop laughing to know what it looks like for them to have short hair, but then it's like, I don't want him to stop us. I don't want Wes to be like out of the state or whatever, and then like them need a haircut and me not be able to, like, because they're so young. Shut up. I'm like literally trying to talk right now. Stop. Stop making fun of me.